Here's your First Warn Weather forecast first. Sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Well, we had some of the cloud cover linger for a little longer across parts of northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin, but over the last few hours, we've been able to see an increase in that sunshine, and that has allowed our temperatures to warm in some spots into the upper 80s, especially to the southwest, where we've had a little more sunshine for a longer duration. At 84 right now in Rockford, Rochelle, same thing in Janesville, but the heat index makes it feel more like the upper 80s and low 90s, so still rather muggy out there. We've got quiet conditions now, but we look off to the west and northwest. A line of thunderstorms forming ahead of a cold front will move closer to us during the overnight hours and increase that chance for thunderstorms, especially after midnight tonight. I'll time that out for you coming up here in the First Warn forecast a little later.
10, 9, 8, 7, say it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Celebrating a project more than 30 years in the making.
The festivities going on today and right now as Hard Rock Casino Rockford opens to the public.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We thank you for being here. Today, after all the wait, Hard Rock Casino Rockford is open and held a grand opening in good style.
Several events and celebrations have happened throughout the day. Our Tom Lewis is live at the casino right now. Tom, how's this going over there?
Well, Mimi and Wendell, today is the day. The anticipation had been building for many years about the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. And about an hour and a half, the doors did open. They opened about a half hour late because of the opening ceremony, which we played a clip from off the top of the show with the smashing of the guitar. So some folks weren't too happy about having to wait outdoors in this heat. In fact, some needed medical attention. But about a half hour after they were supposed to, the doors did open. Slots are working their magic, table games, the food is being served. This is, of course, a big deal around here. The temporary casino closed up shop a few weeks ago. Now, that opening ceremony saw a lot of dignitaries. Fred Van Vliet was there. Of course, Rick Nielsen and his family, they were there. The governor. Also, Mayor Tom McNamara gave a speech, and he was talking about the economic impact this casino has. Take a listen.
We're going to be investing in our distressed neighborhoods. We're going to continue the hard work of becoming more fiscally stronger and investing in our infrastructure and our community safety. We will continue to make positive change with the revenue we get from this casino because we want the impact to be long-lasting on the lives of every single person in Rockford.
Certainly is a beautiful facility. Got a chance to go inside, take a tour. Of course, they have the music venue tonight will be the Nielsen Trust with Dax and Miles, and of course, Rick Nielsen. They'll be performing. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts coming up this weekend, as well as Brad Paisley. So after a few hiccups at the opening, things to be ruling smoothly now, and folks are happy to be in there, spending their money, having a great time, and enjoying this brand new, beautiful facility. Live at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, Tom Lewis, Mimi, and Wendell, back to you.
Sure, it's been a long time in the making. All right, thanks, Tom. Our Blake Dietz stopped by the casino this morning. He got an inside look at all it had to offer.
Yeah, I think Akon's going to be there too. Blake, it sounds like though it was quite the casino inside.
Oh yeah, guys, from Rick Nielsen's 5-neck guitar to wardrobes from Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Prince, and more. There certainly was no shortage of sights to see. The 180,000 square foot space is dotted with over 150 pieces of curated memorabilia, and that's not to mention the hundreds of slots, a steakhouse, and a 1,600 seat live entertainment venue. Outside, I met with St. Paul, Minnesota resident Pat Hagan, who was among the first to get in line for the 3 o'clock opening. He says a special connection to Rockford made it a must.
We decided to come earlier to come to Rockford for the open. It's really amazing. When I was 8-9 years old, I was here at this same location with my family every Thanksgiving to the clock tower. Now I'm back for the Hard Rock. I've been to the Hard Rock. The temporary one was awesome, and I think this one's going to even be bigger and better.
Now, Wendell, Mimi, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, the casino has performances planned throughout, including Akon, like you mentioned, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and Brad Paisley. All that information on performances and times can be found on our website, mystateline.com.
Blake, thank you. The Hard Rock's opening created some changes to traffic on East State Street. Rockford police are reminding residents there is no left turn into the Hard Rock Casino's parking lot from East State and the I-90 exit ramp. The department recommends drivers in the westbound traffic lanes turn south on Lyford. And the Rockford Mass Transit District is adding more stops to its East State route. Starting Monday, RMTD will begin service to Rockford University, AMC Showplace 16, and the Hard Rock Casino. Buses will also start operating the Perryville and Alpine route on Sundays. We have a link to the full list of routes and schedule changes on our website, mystateline.com.
A local nonprofit sharing information on an event for people who'd rather avoid gambling. Rockford Urban Ministries is hosting a community concert and gambling addiction resource fair. The event's being billed as an alternative to Hard Rock's casino opening. Attendees can spend time in a sober space listening to local artists and learning about local resources available to them. According to the National Council on Problem Gambling, around $14 billion are lost each year due to the addiction.
I understand something like $20 million a month goes into slot machines in Rockford. And I don't ever see any BMWs at slot casinos. So our concern is for people becoming vulnerable because of the availability and the over-availability of gambling.
The nighttime community concert is set to begin at 6. For a full list of local gambling resources, you can go to our website, mystateline.com.
An update tonight from an Illinois prison closing down. A federal judge ordered inmates at Statesville Correctional Center to be moved to other prisons around the state. The order comes after civil rights lawyers claim living conditions at the prison were too hazardous for inmates. Prison officials have until September 30th, almost a month now, to move all inmates out of Statesville. The Illinois Department of Corrections has already in plans to dismantle this prison and build a new one on the same grounds of Statesville.
A grand opening is held at O'Hare for the third and final phase of the airport's cargo development project.
These partnerships with O'Hare to expand cargo capacity will create jobs and contribute to the vitality of our great city.
The expansion that we are celebrating today is essential to our infrastructure, which helps us keep up with the growing demand. The Phase 3 ramp alone can accommodate up to a dozen jumbo freighters per day and process nearly 100 million metric tons of cargo per year.
Chicago is considered a key port for the nation's supply chain, largely due to its central location. O'Hare processed nearly 2 million metric tons of cargo last year and more than $310 billion of shipments. The Chicago Department of Aviation says O'Hare's ranked the #2 port in the U.S. in terms of value.
Some Illinois veterans were celebrated today after returning home from an honor flight. Family and friends lined up at the baggage claim area at Midway to welcome them back. Look at the pomp and circumstances. The pageantry just on display. 7 Korean War vets and 109 Vietnam veterans spent a day touring national memorials in Washington, D.C. The all-expense-paid trip is meant to show appreciation to the veterans and recognize them for their service.
I'm so pleased and honored that everybody remember that we are still here and we love our country and ain't nothing we would do. And what we have did, I would do it all over again.
More than 11,000 veterans have made the honor flight trip. Controversy after former President Trump visits Arlington National Military Cemetery.
Up next, how the Army's reacting after the Trump campaign allegedly breaks filming rules. And coming up at 6, celebrating our nation's veterans, the World War II service members honored at Hard Rock's grand opening.
We've got some sunshine, and that helped warm our temperatures today into the mid-80s. It's a bit on the muggy side, but soon that humidity goes away. Find out for how long that will last. Coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Tonight, the Army is defending an Arlington National Cemetery staffer at the center of controversy involving former President Trump's campaign staff.
Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson reports on how the Pentagon's responding to the matter.
The fallout from former President Donald Trump's visit to Arlington National Cemetery now involves the Army. In a statement, the Army defended an employee who tried to enforce the cemetery's rules against election-related videography and Section 60, the burial ground for recently fallen service members.
We didn't lose one person in 18 months.
A video posted to the former president's TikTok shows Monday's visit and him comparing his record to President Joe Biden's.
And then they took over. That disaster.
The Army says someone from Trump's team abruptly pushed the cemetery employee aside when she tried to enforce the rules.
The rules are very, very clear.
The Pentagon said Thursday the cemetery employees are dedicated to honoring fallen heroes.
There are nearly, I think it's like 3,000 public ceremonies that are conducted at Arlington National Cemetery every single year without incident.
The Trump team says a family invited him to a private ceremony in Section 60 and says it has video proof of no wrongdoing on his part.
There is verifiable evidence that the campaign was allowed to have a photographer there.
So far, the Trump campaign has not released the video. The Trump campaign said the cemetery employee was clearly suffering from a mental health episode. The Army says it's an unfair attack, but since the employee chose not to file charges, the Army considers the matter closed. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson.
Well, it's been a warm day with temperatures in the upper 80s.
After the break, Candace tells us about our storm chances later on tonight.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we had a return of sunshine following some cloud cover that stuck around here through the better part of the morning and early afternoon, but now our skies clearing out, allowing our temperatures to warm through those mid-80s. And still with that moisture in place, it feels rather muggy out there. We take a live look with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera down in Rochelle, looking to the northwest. Mostly clear skies, which has allowed those temperatures to warm to 84 in Rochelle and Rockford, 83 in Freeport, 86 right now in Sterling, but you notice the heat index factor staying in those upper 80s, low 90s. While not excessively hot, it is still rather uncomfortable out there as our dew point temperatures right now sit in the low 70s. You can actually see that draw of moisture ahead of a cold front that sits off to the north and northwest. That front responsible for a line of showers and thunderstorms that have produced a few severe storms stretching from Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin, right down through parts of Missouri and then back through Nebraska. Now that front is going to move in our direction as we head through the night tonight, but that severe threat, at least locally for us, does stay on the lower side. This is also tied into a massive low pressure system now riding the U.S.-Canadian border. This is actually going to move further north into Canada as that cold front presses through later tonight. So you can see that risk for severe storms staying centered across where we've got active weather from Minnesota, Wisconsin, right down through Iowa, but that marginal risk works right through I-39 and points to the west. So what does that mean for us? Well, a low-end risk for an isolated, strong, severe storm. This would be after midnight. So this front slowing down just a bit. Here we are at 10 o'clock. So this means majority of our evening is going to be fine, but it will still be muggy, but we stay dry. So as we get closer to that 10, 11 o'clock hour, we've got the line of thunderstorms moving closer to us. They near the Mississippi River. These will cross over the river after about 12, 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. As they do, they should continue to weaken. However, there may be some stronger winds associated with that, and we can see Futurecast trying to indicate that with the storms as they move into northwest Illinois. So our threat is there for some locally strong wind gusts, and this would put us between the hours of roughly about 1 and 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice too, we also could see some heavier rainfall with that as well. That front then will pass through during the late morning, early afternoon time frame, but we are still going to maintain some of that humidity along with the cloud cover as well. But by Friday night and then the weekend and beyond, things will be much more comfortable. So 83 for tomorrow. Same thing there on Saturday. Then we drop those numbers, guys, back into the 70s as we head into next week.
Candace, thank you.
The high school football season set to kick off tonight in Rockford. Drew Collins will join us live from Auburn's Wyatt Stadium with a preview as East and Jefferson prepare to go at it.
Now sports with Drew Collins.
The high school football season is set to kick off here tonight at Auburn High School. Both teams missed the playoffs last season, but both have high hopes of rising up this year. The Jayhawks did not win a game last season, but they are upbeat because they have a lot of guys out for the team this year. And because they have Sebastian Bracious healthy and back at quarterback, he sat out all of last season with a medical issue. His return should give the Jayhawks more of a balanced offense.
We want to be as balanced as possible, but our core identity is we're a running football team. We're going to run the ball. That's how we're going to establish ourselves. You know, obviously we do have a quarterback that is very talented, and we want to keep it as balanced as possible, but when it comes down to it, we're going to run the football.
Really excited. We actually think we could do something this year. Last year, just trying to get to know each other's chemistry, just like trying to get to know each other, you know. But I think we're really excited this year.
East won 4 games last season. They just missed the playoffs. Their star running back, Javius Catlin, has graduated. He was the Nick 10's all-time rushing leader. This season, the E-Rabs will go with a running back by committee approach. Defensive back standout Chris Tolliver will now play some running back. And speedy senior Tyshawn Whitty is excited to show what he can do back there.
Javius was a good running back. You know, he was more of a, like, I looked up to him because, you know, but I think I'll get a little more touches this year.
He's the most talented little fella I've ever been around. If he was 6 foot, there'd be 100 schools in here trying to get him. He's the most skilled. I mean, we can line him up anywhere, and he'll line up correctly, and he'll use the right techniques.
The rest of the Nick 10 teams will kick off their seasons tomorrow night. Here are those matchups. Boylan plays at Freeport, Belvedere North at Guilford, Auburn at Hononegah, and Harlem at Belvedere. Tomorrow night, we'll bring you highlights of those games and more on Overtime. That'll be shown at 11 o'clock on Fox 39. Tim Bailey will join us with the Nick 10 analysis. The White Sox played this afternoon. They lost to the Rangers 2-1. That marks their 7th loss in a row, and the Cubs have the day off. That's sports. We'll be right back.
First Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More stays pretty quiet tonight, but it gets a little more active after midnight, keeping an eye on some thunderstorms that'll move in early tomorrow.
Thank you, Candace.
We'll see you at 6. Thanks for watching.